DHL had a very, very positive attitude to sport.
Rugby was a key focus with DHL. Actually met DHL at one of the rugby clubs there.
Dave played for Rosslyn Park, I think, from memory, and Dave was a staunch rugby man.
We were on a bus going to a game, and there was a fellow sitting there, blonde-headed guy, you know, a little bit overweight, and he had this little bag with him, a coloured bag, and I said to him, where the hell did you get that bag from? And he said, oh, that's my company.
And so what happened is these guys, I got to know them, and they would come up to me and say, is any chance of a job, Dave? I'd say yes, and then they'd speak to their mates, and that's how the connection really occurred.
Without, I think, Dave knowing, he was actually building the culture of DHL.
You know, you go hard on the field, you want to aim to be the best, you want to play against the best and beat the best. DHL's doing that competitively every day.
It was trust and reciprocity, because you were picking up in some country and someone else was delivering for you, and you trusted that person, and then, hey, presto, you do the same for them.
All levels of rugby, DHL had their finger in the pie, which I thought was really good because it reflected the teamwork of how DHL worked.
Wherever I go, I tend to sponsor the club, used to actually sponsor the clubs.
Whether it was in Nigeria or Ghana and Tanzania, we'd helped sponsor, even at a local level, let alone what DHL was doing at an international level.
It was, to me, a natural progression to just move forward and support rugby on a global level.
I think in my mind it formalised a little bit when a sports marketing agency rang me and said, would you like to be involved in the British and Irish Lions tour in New Zealand? And the visual branding value that we got from that was just enormous. I think people saw it as almost the DHL Lions tour. Just the logistics for these events, particularly Rugby World Cup. We've got a huge team of people supporting the delivery of obviously time-critical kit and paraphernalia to each game. So those people feel very proud to have delivered the World Cup in 11, the World Cup in 15, and here in Tokyo, the World Cup in 19.
Seeing those boards and the exposure we're getting is really got a big kick out of it.
You know, you couldn't really have a big rugby tournament anywhere in the world without DHL being involved.
Still send shivers up my spine every time I see the logo appear, whether it's being on a footy field or in a Grand Prix.
It's a global game, and we are a global company. So we have that ability to connect the world through rugby.
Sport's something that brings the whole world together, and so is DHL, I guess.
You know, the values of a tight-knit team, we were able to actually espouse across borders, across continents, with people who spoke different languages.
I think we couldn't have a better sponsorship than rugby, I believe.
We found it to be very successful as a partnership, even with quite strong connections now into charitable foundations, Pass It Back, and other foundations that focus on youth development.
To celebrate 50 years of DHL at this incredible event, and how rugby, to me, has knitted the culture of DHL, it all just comes together.
No one better than the dinosaurs, and nowhere better than a dinosaurs event to be talking about the strong partnership of rugby, the values of rugby. We have people that have stayed with DHL a long time, and we have people that have left DHL and stayed interested with DHL a long time, and the commonality between all of that is rugby.